Today we shall discuss the parallelism in three models of counseling: Ivy's model of micro-skill hierarchy model, Egan's skill helper model, and the counseling model according to Cormier and Cormier. Let's discuss what is commonalities and what are differences in these three models. First of all, in terms of number of stages, the micro-skill hierarchy model according to Ivy and Zalakit has 5 stages. Egan's skill helper model has 3 stages, and each of these 3 stages has 3 steps. And Cormier and Cormier's counseling model has 4 stages. So to begin with, the micro-skill hierarchy model begins with the empathic relationship, that is, initiating the session, structuring the session, building an empathic relationship. It talks about structuring the session, rapport building, which is done by greeting, making the client feel at home, explaining the counseling process, confidentiality, talking about duration of the session, counseling, fees, place, time, and things like that. For Egan, as I understand, the preliminaries like structuring of the session, rapport building, and such things are taken for granted or implied. He does not specifically talk about this in his model. According to Cormier and Cormier's model, the counseling begins with a relationship. So he talks about relationship. The second stage, according to Ivy and Zalakit, is story and strengths, which was formerly known as gathering data or gathering information. It is looking for client concerns, problems, issues, listening to client's story or stories. Egan calls this stage as current or present scenario. The 3 steps are known as, first of all, A. Step A is telling the story, helping the clients to tell their stories. Here the relationship skills and communication skills of the counselor are more important. Then identifying, in step 2, counselors need to identify and challenge the blind spots of the client. And steps 3, C, is searching for leverage. And for Cormier, stage 2 is goal set assessment. Stage 2 is known as assessment and goal setting. We may include assessment here. According to Ivy and Zalakit, stage 3 is goals, or known as mutual goal setting. Egan calls the second stage as developing the preferred or future scenario. Its steps are, first of all, Step A, developing preferred scenario possibilities. Step B is transiting possibilities to viable goals. Step C or 3 is commitment to a program of constructive change. And I have divided Cormier's stage 2 into 2 and 3, and the last part of stage 2 is goal setting. Stage 4, according to micro-skill hierarchy model, this is a stage of restory, that is working and exploring alternatives. For Egan, this is developing how to get there. Its steps are helping clients brainstorm the range of strategies. Step B is choosing the best strategies. Step 3 is turning strategies into action. For Cormier, this stage is known as strategy selection and implementation. Stage 5. So according to micro-skill hierarchy model of Ivy and Zalakit, this is called action stage, or terminating and generalizing, rather generalizing and terminating. For Cormier, this stage is evaluation and termination, and Egan has no such stage. So this slide shows presents all three models in a single slide. First of all, the Egan stage in the first column. In the second column, it is micro-skill hierarchy model of counseling, and the third column it is Egan's skilled helper model.